Here's our drill where we're going to train our center hits, our ability to hit the golf club in the sweet spot. And this one has a little bit of a progression to it, meaning you have to pass our first task before you get to the second level. So the first level of this drill is going to be just to hit 5 shots. And here we're just looking to hit the club face. We'll use our Dr. Scholl spray for this, so you're going to give it a light dusting. And I'm going to hit my 5 shots, and to pass this first level, all 5 strikes need to have this ball print show up completely on the club face. So I'll see if I can give you a little demonstration of that. We'll try to hit one of each, so one that would give us a passing mark. So even if you don't have a full area to swing from, even if you just for now practiced half swings, if that's all you have as far as room goes, that's absolutely fine. If you have the ability to make a full swing, that's great. So I'm using a mid-iron. We're going to do this drill with both a mid-iron and then a driver. So do your 5 shots. Here's my 7-iron, and then I'll do 5 shots with the driver. Each has a little bit different parameters as you go along, but to start, we're just looking for 5 hits on the club face. So I'll take this first swing here, and then we can kind of take a look. How well did that show up? Just barely. So I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of right on the bottom of the club face. So that swing there would not be a passing grade. It was a little bit thin. I'm not sure how that, if you could hear that on the video, but it was certainly a little bit thin. So we'll see if I can do a little better job of this one. All right, so a little more solid. Well, I didn't mean to put it almost right on top of the other one, but if that's visible here in the video, that's just a little bit higher. So there's a strike completely on the club face. Let me do one more. We'll kind of go a little bit more out towards the toe so you can see the difference. So if I was to hit this shot here, maybe that's a little better. So that one there, I would not give it a passing grade because the whole ball print is not completely on the club face. So let's say I was to hit a couple here, like this one off the toe. Hopefully that showed up okay. But the ball mark's off the toe, so since I didn't pass, I have to do what's called a correction set. Now, for the correction set, we're going to come here and use this hole in the mat. So if you're at home, if you've got a mark that you can put on the floor, on the carpet, whether it's a piece of tape, something that you can do. So if my mistake was swings where I was hitting off the toe, what I'm going to do with this correction set is I'm going to take 10 swings, and I'm going to try to visualize or get the feel for the opposite. So I'm going to make some swings looking at this hole, and I'm going to take some swings. I'm going to try to make sure that the heel of my club goes a little bit more over that hole than the toe. So this is what I was doing, so more of a strike off the toe when I was hitting the golf ball. So to get that corrective feel, I'm going to swing, and I'm paying attention to this club traveling outside that hole, so further away from me. So those are swings that are happening much more in the heel. So I would do that for 10 swings. And then I would come back and retest myself on set number 1. If I get through that, let's say I hit 5 shots, they're all pretty solid, I'm going to my next level, which for the iron, now we're going to say it has to be all within the grooves for you to pass to the next level. And then if you're successful there, you go to the 3rd set. If you're not successful, you're going to come back and do your corrective drill and then go retest yourself again. The 3rd level to this is, I did mark it on a different club, is we're just going to get a little tighter with what's acceptable. So if you can see that, I put like a little square here. So that's getting pretty tough, right? So that 3rd set is getting to a pretty good level as far as expertise with your skill. If you're able to get 5 good solid strikes in there, fantastic. And you could get even smaller as you go. So having a little bit of a progression or a scale to this helps with players of different skill levels. With the driver, you're hitting your 5 shots. The first set is just going to be anywhere on the club face, and then we're going to make it a little bit smaller as we go. So I had that in the explanation of the class. But for the driver, I wrote it down here on the board. When you get to the 2nd set, you're going to go take the center of your driver, and then you're going to measure 25 millimeters towards the heel, 25 millimeters towards the toe, and then same with up and down. Or what I had here is I had 35 millimeters towards the toe, 35 millimeters towards the heel, and then we gave you a range of miss of 25 millimeters up and down. So a bit of a rectangle on the club face. If you're successful with hitting all 5 in there, that's fantastic. You'll go to a higher level, which is 20 millimeters low and high, and then 30 millimeters toe to heel. So you just keep getting that box smaller and smaller as you go. All right, so the idea here is to have that progression so you're holding yourself a little bit accountable and you can start to measure your current skill level. Start off by just looking for solid hits with the iron and the driver. Then for the iron, you're going to go within the grooves, and then you're going to make it an even smaller section still. And then with the driver, anywhere on the club face, rectangle, smaller rectangle. If you miss, come back and do your drill to get that feel, make some corrective measures, go back and retest yourself. Set a time limit on this so you're not doing it forever if you don't get all the way through. 10 minutes, 15 minutes is plenty, and then move on to the next drill in the class.